Let's get started with the nonchalant OFM podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we got, what do you go by?
D, also known as Udman. Yeah, that's about it.
Also known as UD Man.
You the man.
Mike, also known as JJ sometimes from Discord.
And then, what's up, guys? Dark OFM, back with another video. So, boom. A little different setting. So today we got a podcast going on. So we're going to talk about some business stuff. Let's go.
So, I guess what should we?
First topic.
All right, so
Let's
let's
go in a circle. How did everybody get into the industry?
yeah. Let's do that. All right, so you go ahead.
Want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got into the industry about, what was it?
3 years ago. Yeah.
3 years ago, bought a Discord community, like one of those courses that everyone's buying.
Yo, got all the courses.
Pretty much learned nothing. Like, I literally didn't learn anything from that course. Like, it was a bunch of, like, follow, unfollow, a bunch of, like, quote-unquote, what we call, like, methods. Methods die, they don't work. Like, business continues, but methods don't hit. So we learned a lot of methods, like follow and follow, dating apps, a bunch of bullshit. Made a little bit of money in the beginning, but I think, like, seeing a couple kids make, like, a lot of money kind of, like, opened up my eyes to how much you could make in this. And I kind of just told myself at the time, like, I'm dedicating my time towards this. I see the vision of it, and here we are 3 years later. So
Yes, sir. Yeah, honestly, my journey kind of started the same way. Was working my 9 to 5, was side hustling on the side, selling sneakers, reselling, all that stuff, PS5s. Back in like 2022, 2021, that was like the craze. So basically, I was doing that on top of just regular living. And I was just like, you know what? I need to change. Like, I'm not making enough money. So stumbled upon OFM, boom, bought a course as well. The same course as Mike, ironically. Didn't learn anything. So essentially, how to go find the information, network, and find like-minded people.
yeah,
And that's where, here we are now.
exactly.
Facts. All right, so my story, I guess, is a little different. I came into the game 2019. At the time, my ex-girlfriend, she was blowing up on Instagram. And before OF was even a thing, my biggest thing was, like, I was a fan of content creation on IG and stuff like that. Like, I was the type of person where if I was dating someone, like, I wanted the world to also admire that person as much as I did. And that's kind of where the content creation came from. And then, at the time when COVID was around, people had a bunch of followers, but there weren't a lot of ways to monetize it. You know what I'm saying? So, at the time, people were talking about private Snap and Shopify, drop shipping, all this stuff. And then she presented Onlyfans to me at the time. And, back then, I wasn't really an advocate for that because although I was cool with taking, normal pictures of my girlfriend at the time, I didn't want that other side of her to be out there. But, it's just, obviously, it was a difficult time for everybody. And I just wanted to take a chance. I wanted to change. I wanted to see what the future could have for me if I went down that. So, went down it. We had a lot of success with the business. We ended up coming out to Miami shortly after. I think I moved to Miami maybe in 2021, something like that. And back then, like, management wasn't really a thing, like, you knew a guy that maybe had a couple girls, but it was kind of more so just like an unspoken of, journey.
Yeah,
that
back
people
then,
were on.
literally.
Into it, when there was, like, uncharted water.
Yeah, it was.
No one knew what this shit was.
Exactly. Like, everybody was
Literally.
just trying to figure it out every day. So, back then it's like you knew a guy that knew some girls and stuff like that, but it wasn't really like management. So when her and I broke up, it was kind of like, well, shit, like, now, I have all these things and I got to figure out how to put my life together. So that's when I got into management and I was able to meet certain people that believed in my journey, believed in my dreams. And, 6 years later, here we are. And yeah, I'm just blessed to be able to work with the people I've been able to work with and, meet the people that I know now. So yeah, it's been a blessing.
So, okay.
We should do, like, how we all met. Because it's all different. Like,
Yeah.
You have your story, we have our story.
That's true.
Like, Dark and I know each other, and like you came into the mix, but it's like also I feel like that's a good story. To tell. It's like
definitely.
We met this nigga off some other shit, like, and it's like, damn, there are other people doing this shit. You know? So it's like, I think we should definitely address that.
Yeah, we can do it.
But yeah.
I mean, we're talking about it already.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so basically the way that all three of us ended up meeting, which was ironically kind of around the same time, same day, but basically D and I, aka UD Man, have a mutual friend back home that doesn't do anything in the industry at all. He's just the homie kind of thing. And he called me one day, he's like, the same thing he called D, I'll let D show his side. It's probably a similar fucking story, but he calls me and he's like, yo, I got my boy in Miami that does OFM. I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking with any OFM dudes in Miami, bro. Like, I know how all of them are. They're all scammers, whatever. So he's like, nah, bro, trust me, just take the call. He's from back home where we're from in Jersey. So I'm like, all right, bet. If it's someone from close home, I'll take the call because you know him, whatever.
Yeah.
So I get on the phone with D. He's pitching me an idea. Oh, but nah, he didn't pitch me anything. We're on the phone and we're just chopping it up about the industry. But you know, like, if you're in the industry for a while, there's certain things you know are required to be successful in this industry that you can pick out from someone else. There's simple questions I can ask someone that doesn't know about the industry that says they know, and I'll know if you don't or not, right? And vice versa.
Right.
With me. And we ended up being on the phone and like kind of realizing like, oh shit, he does know what he's talking about. And like, I know what I'm talking about. So I remember D was like, yo, I got this project coming up. We might get into that later, but we had this project. He had this project coming up at the time. And so we ended up partnering up on it, and he was like, yo, I don't do partnerships with anyone that I don't meet in person, which is like, kind of like me. So I'm like, all right, Brett, bro, I'll be in Miami like end of the week. And then pretty much after our meeting, I was like, yo, you gotta meet my boy Dark. He just moved to Miami as well.
Yep.
So Dark came
Literally
downstairs,
just moved.
we all went for like a night drive, and we literally made a group chat same day. We talked
Same
every
day.
day for the last, what was it, a year?
Last year.
Year and change.
Yeah. So yeah. So what's your side of the story?
So pretty much my side is, man, like I wasn't even expecting to meet Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing this alone for so long. So when my boy is like, yo, you got to meet someone that's doing OF, I'm like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, he's about to talk about some bullshit. I don't want to hear it. But we got on the phone and like, you could tell a lot by someone in this business based on how they carry themselves, how they speak. And then, like, just the knowledge that they share in, like, simple conversations, you know?
It's like someone's ability to tell you no when you're telling D, yo, I'm doing Instagram, this is what I do. He's like, you know, and vice versa. It's like, oh, shit, you're doing that on IG? I do that, too. I know you're legit, because we do the same things.
Right.
So it's like,
there's
a lot of fluff in the industry and shit.
So I think, you know, experience comes from sometimes unspoken and unrealized things. Like you can have a simple conversation with someone and they'll say something like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, okay, the Twitter sauce that people were doing back then with the whole flash trend. Right. Like that was something where we knew of. It just wasn't something that was like, yo, we just discovered this because we're so heavily invested into the game. It's just a part of the day. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not crazy to us because it's just another method, and we know how
another gimmick in the space.
Exactly. Some new shit comes out, you're like, okay, I saw this 3 years ago. I'm not chasing that.
Exactly. So pretty much like when me and Mike spoke, it was kind of just a lot of that, just him saying certain things, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's dope, okay, and then vice versa. So when we met, it was kind of like a blessing for me because it's like you meet a lot of people that act like they know what they're doing. They act like they can perform and things like that, and they can't. And at the time, you know, I was in a position in my life where I had to perform. So I couldn't be around people that were on some chat and shit and then bullshitting. So, yeah, we all met up at a restaurant. We were vibing, and then, you know, I met Dark. We had a very interesting night.
Not to go into details.
Yeah. We had the whips out. It was it was a crazy time, but yeah, you know, the rest is history, and now, you know, we're sitting here trying to chop it up, and just I think the biggest purpose of this podcast is to let people know, like, although the level of entry is very low in this business, the level of skill is very scarce.
Yeah, the skill ceiling is like definitely very high when it comes to the industry.
It's like when you know how to do certain things, you are kind of the minority in the business, not the majority. So
Right.
everybody says,
Right.
yeah, I could take you from 5,000 to 50,000. I can do this, I can do that. Their whole method is to like overpromise, thinking, okay, I could sign this person, and then if I underperform, whatever she signed.
Well, people are so excited to get a client and get their foot in the door that they will tell you whatever you want to hear.
Exactly. Let's talk about
You
that.
can make $500K. I can tell you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Let's talk about
Exactly. Yeah.
let's talk about the topic of agencies in the space over promising to creators
Every
what they
single
can
agency
do
in the
Yeah.
space
for them.
At one point has overpromised the creator.
Yeah.
I've done it myself, which is why I know not to do it again.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
it's diminishing returns. Like, why would you? It's like telling your girlfriend, "Hey, I have all this bread. I'm a fucking multimillionaire, but you got 60 cash in your account." Like,
Yeah.
how long can you keep up that lie
Right.
before you think the girl leaves you? It's
Right.
like it's
Exactly.
short-term thinking. It's
Right.
like people don't think.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's the whole problem with overpromising, because you're gonna promise a girl, oh, we do Reddit, we do Snapchat, we do Twitter, we do dating apps, we do freaking paid promo on top of that, plus we'll do your chatting, etc.
And they've never
for
had a client before. They've
exactly.
never had a client in their life,
And
they're telling
the
you
killer is, oh, we'll do it all for 10%.
10%.
Right.
10% will magically, have a team built ready and running 24/7 for you. That's going to generate you some type of profit. And that's where creators kind of get it messed up, because it's like, fast forward, 2, 3, 4, 6 weeks later, you're looking at your account, everything's in the red in terms of your statements, and you're like, what's going on? You're asking your agency what's going on. You're asking freaking yourself what's going on. And the real reality is your agency just didn't have the capacity, and the offer it sounded too good to be true, because it really was. Like, they can't, from an agency standpoint, there's no way for them to offer all these services for you and offer it for such a low rate.
Right.
Right. And to all 200 of their clients that they signed.
Right.
Like,
Right.
There's agencies out there with 200 clients telling, some of their clients might not even be making like legitimately $2,000 a month. They might not even be making $2K a month. And they're signing you using the results of their best client. It's like, everyone's just fucking each other over in this industry. Besides, like, there's a couple people that aren't fucking their clients over. There's some dudes that do good business. Like, we wouldn't be sitting on this couch together as friends for the last year if I picked up, or if Dee picked up that I was doing shady stuff to my clients. We wouldn't be on this couch.
Right.
We wouldn't be friends.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think another thing too that we also have to make note of, when agency owners overpromise the creators and they don't deliver, what that ends up doing is it hurts the creator's motivation and drive to continue to want to produce. You know what I'm saying? If she's coming into it thinking, because like let's think about it from their perspective.
Right.
They're new creators. So if, let's say I send them the results of, let's say Gracie, when I was working with her, you know what I'm saying? Gracie is such a anomaly. She's not going to be a usable type of reference for a new creator. So I could say, yeah, she makes this, and if you do this, this, and that, you can do this.
Yeah.
I'm blatantly lying to the girl.
Yeah, of
So
course.
she comes into it, she does the trends and things like that I advise her to do. It doesn't work. Okay, screw you guys. Then another agency comes. They do the same shit. So at that time, by the third agency, she's like, man, I don't even want to do this shit anymore.
Exactly.
Well, she'll be stuck in what a majority of girls in this agency have to go through, is they end up going through some type of lead gen creation agency, such as I'm not gonna name who,
like recruitment.
Right.
some
Yeah.
recruiting agency that's hand placing you with a bunch of people that whoever pays the most for you, they'll give it to you. They're not looking out in your interest.
Yeah.
Like, any placement agency, you're not the priority. Their pocket is the priority.
Right.
So
Exactly.
and we've seen it because it's like, you can be offered a client like for like 5% from one recruiting agency, and the next one's charging you 7% for the same client. Like they're all sending out the same client, so it's like, I feel bad. It's really fucked, because I feel bad for the girls, because they're really the ones that get hurt the most. Because most agencies, right, if they fuck your account off, they go find another girl, and then the girl's screwed, and she has nothing to stand for.
Exactly.
I just talked to a lead like 3 days ago, who on paper, like, realistically could be making at least $40,000 a month, like at least $40K, and I talked to her and she's like, yeah, you know, my last agency, they were doing stuff with the chatting on the account that got the account banned. So
yeah, I've heard of that.
It's easy to say, oh, as an agency, oh, that girl's replaceable, right? But like, they have to feed their family too. Bro.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
To live, like you can't just.
And that's the other thing too, because like we have to understand. People need to realize that OF creators are creators, period. Whether it's you're a YouTube creator, TikTok creator, you are a creator, period. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, not only is there a lot of expectation of the creators to produce good content, but they need a solid team behind them. Because
it's a lot of guidance.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
No. It's just like, it's all a working machine. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about like an engine, right? An engine has multiple components in order for it to run. It's not just, you know, whatever, like pistons and then oil. It's a whole like machine of things. So
whole system.
When you think about a creator, the creator is one aspect of the whole cog, the whole machine to work properly in order for her to succeed, right? So if she doesn't have the proper team behind her, she's cooked, no matter how hard she works. So, you know, I feel like the goal for today is for us to really explain, like, when you're vetting an agency, don't vet an agency based off of your friend's recommendation.
Definitely don't vet it off of the owner has a fucking Lambo on his.
Because
Lambo rental on his profile.
Exactly.
Like, what are you talking about?
Because
the girls are like, oh, my manager, he's the man. He has a Lambo. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
It's crazy because
bro rented that from our friend. Like, literally, we're all live in Florida. We know what goes on here.
Exactly. I think a lot of creators signed to certain agencies strictly off of perception, not results. And when I say results, I'm saying take someone who's a good comp for you as a creator, right? So if I'm a redhead creator, right? I want to look for other redhead creators that have worked with an agency. So I see right then and there, okay, they've done this for this person. I look like her. I have a similar audience, so I can hopefully emulate her results.
Right.
Don't go with an agency that works with 19-year-old girls, and you're thinking, yeah, this 19-year-old girl is going to have all this crazy success, and I'm going to be able to do the same thing.
Yeah, this 19-year-old girl is going to perform the same way that my creator with a BBL body is.
Yeah,
I'm going to run the
crazy.
same exact promo,
same exact marketing,
fucking Snapchat verticals that don't work, and do all this shit that doesn't work, and everyone does this. And
exactly. Yep. Everybody does it, and that's the reason why I feel like it's just like the game is so screwed up right now. You know what I'm saying?
The game is definitely all over this place right now, especially in the last, I would say probably a year. Yeah. There's been a massive shift in terms of how the industry is going. And I mean, just to start off, what are the requirements that creators should be looking for when it comes to agencies that they decide to work with? You know, step one is going to be, track record. What's their track record in terms of different type of clients they've been able to grow, whether it's social media or OnlyFans on the back end itself? Because those are two actually topics.
You said a keyword, grow, like growth.
Yeah.
We're not talking about you knew some girl that had 700K on TikTok and 500K on IG, and you launched her account and made 200K. She should have made 800K.
Right.
She only made 200 because you're not good.
Right.
You know, it's like, just because you can do management doesn't make you good at it. Right?
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, as we know as managers, girls come into this industry and they get fucking thrown right out of it. The same way agencies come in and they get thrown right out of it.
And exactly, that's the thing. That's why it's two different things. Growing and actual back-end systems. Because can you actually grow a creator from 5K followers to 100K? Or can you set up the back-end systems for an account for a big creator and get them from, for example, 100 to 300K? Those are two different skill sets.
And the thing is, right, like Dark and we're all saying is like, as the girls as clients themselves, like you guys need to be asking your agencies these questions, because someone showing you a picture that they grew an account from 5K to 100K doesn't mean anything. I could buy an account from 5K to 100K, you know? Like, I'm not saying you have to go and talk to the creator about this stuff, but you need proof. Like, don't just blindly believe someone just because, oh, this dude has a fucking, like, whatever. Like, he has a nice crib in Miami.
Because
the dude could be selling crack, bro. You really don't know, like, how they got the money, you know? And we see this because, like, if you look at Lil Pump, for example, right? Not to name drop and shit, but like if you look at Lil Pump, what the fuck are you doing managing a girl?
Yeah.
Don't you have a concert to go to, bro? Don't you have a fucking
that's
how much to do? How are you managing an entire agency?
That's the other thing that I feel like is kind of a problem. People associate clout with experience and success in the business. You can have someone who is like, I mean, we know. Think about Sophie Rain's manager. Right. How many people actually know him?
Not many.
They don't. He's not out there, but he's, you know, worked with one of the biggest creators in the space. You know what I'm saying? So really, I think, and this is kind of like a good segment, I guess I can ask you guys this. When you, let's say you're a new creator, right? What do you think are some things that you should be asking the agency in order to, you know, determine if they're a good agency?
Yeah, like I was saying, step 1 would definitely be track record.
Yeah.
Step 2 would be
current results, I'd say. I would like to know what you did in the past, but I also want to know what you're doing now.
Okay. Yeah, because this could be like easily, okay, we were doing crazy last year, but we all know the market changes all the time.
Exactly, like that's like saying, oh, dating, like there's kids that we know that run like dating app agencies, follow agencies. 2 years ago, they were fucking making a lot of money.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Their clients were making a lot of money too. But where are they now? Because they didn't work on shit that like actually like can make
scalable.
money long term. It's not scalable, nor is it sustainable.
See, but that's the thing. It's like, it's funny because when you sign to an agency that's built their creators off of methods, all methods die.
All methods die.
They do. You know what I'm saying? So then you have to ask yourself, okay, besides the method, how do I make a creator stay relevant? You know what I'm saying?
You have to understand marketing.
Yeah, and see,
not fucking IG reels. You need to understand marketing and like
exactly
psychology of like how you place your client out there and not have them do fucking. I gotta say it. You can't do jerking off on the side of the camera videos and expect to fucking.
I hate those. I hate those videos with a passion.
Even because the thing is, like, I see the flash trend, right? And I like it. But let's take a new creator, okay? The likelihood that she'll be able to do flash trend, become successful, and stay successful for longer than a year
is
short.
Do you
feel? You see what I'm saying?
So it is doable, but I think again it really depends. That's a case where it really, really depends on agency, right?
Yeah.
Because let's say I've had clients that do flash trend, Dark has clients that do flash trend, right? But those accounts go down. Let's call it this. Those accounts go down. So when they go down, if you don't have a backup team infrastructure to be constantly making new accounts, warming up new accounts, getting posts out there, you're clipped. But if you're doing it at, like, I don't want to say at scale, but if you're doing it at low scale, for example, and you're just you make 5 accounts and then you run them and 3 get deleted but 2 stay alive. You have someone to, but then most of these teams don't have anybody to fucking make a new account.
Yeah, a lot of agencies don't have the resources to pay, a few $1,000s, every other week to get accounts back. That's what I'm saying. And this is another topic when it comes to vetting your agencies. Are your agencies willing to invest in you?
Are they willing to invest in you is a fucking fantastic question to ask, because I know every single one of us on this couch puts money into our clients' account, into their actual growth. Like if I sign a client, 9 times out of 10, we're not signing on speculation. We're signing on, I've worked with you before. Like maybe it's not you, but every single creator that I work with has a niche. We all know this. So when I look at someone and I'm reaching out and I'm saying, hey, I think you would fit the mold of what we have going on here, I'm not saying that because like, I think, or I saw Sophie Rain do it, so maybe I can do it. No, I've done this fucking time and time again with your niche.
Exactly. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. Like, even the place that we're shooting right now, I got this for one of the creators that we work with. Like.
Exactly. You're investing into your creators.
Exactly.
You're willing to actually not only be at the location of the shoot, but actually rent the place to do the shooting.
And I think big part of that comes with, again, like the vetting, because it's like, bro, we've been doing this, you said 6 years, which is like literally double the amount of time that Dark and I have been doing it. So and
still out here kicking.
Confidence and experiences, like you have no problem booking an Airbnb for your client to get all this content done because you've done it in the past and it works. So if your agency isn't willing to book Airbnbs for you and make sure that your shit gets done correctly, then they don't have confidence that, or because If I can tell you right now,
There's a lack of
I
trust.
can put $5K into Airbnb and make a creator make $100K next month, and then I don't do it, you'd be looking at me like,
Right.
you
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
shit.
I would do it 20 times over.
Exactly. I would do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, but most people won't do it because they're like, I don't know, I've never done that before, too risky. And then now you're a creator making fucking $600 a month, and you live in New Jersey, and your creator lives in Cali, and you have no chance of scaling her.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Let's make it better.
2-year contract. And
Let's make it better. Your creator lives in LA, but you're freaking in Germany.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like exactly. What is going on?
Your manager is in Germany and you live in LA, and it's like you're expecting your agency outside of running your OnlyFans to actually help you grow your social media.
It's crazy. But the thing is too, like, I remember in the beginning I was super nervous about investing into creators because the other thing that people don't realize, like from the management standpoint, we are actually the ones that assume the most risk. You know what I'm saying?
It's not talked about enough.
Let's not talk about it at all.
It's a situation, you know what I'm saying? It's a situation where, like, if I have creators and I'm paying for chatters, I'm paying for promo, I'm paying for outfits, locations to shoot, and then, the chatter forgot to tag on one of the posts, and I got a little notification. I'm not going to pay you this week's invoice. Yeah. That's unacceptable.
Yep.
But it also hurts the creator. It's like, bro, if you're a girl or a guy or whatever, because girl creators can be any whatever, right? But if you sign up to my agency because you have faith that I can help your account, why can't we just work on it together
Exactly.
and actually help the account? Why
Exactly.
you gotta not pay me 1 week so that I can't afford your promo the next week, and then the momentum goes up and straight down, and then you're like, you know what, you're right, let me pay you the invoice 2 weeks late. Now you paid it 2 weeks late, but the momentum's gone.
Exactly.
Momentum's all gone.
We can't do anything because you keep fucking, like, and it goes both ways because there's agencies that sometimes control bank accounts too, right? Like, it can go either way.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, like, when you sign a team, when you're working with an agency, you have to look at them as your actual team. Right?
Yeah.
Don't look at them like, oh yeah, I'm just working with you because I'm doing you a favor.
Well,
Yeah.
your actual OnlyFans team, because let's not get this twisted, because there's a lot of girls that have signed to my agency, Dark's agency, your agency, that sign up and want you to be their
life. Yeah, exactly. Your life partner, your life
I got
agency.
arrested. What do I do? Bro, I signed you for your OF. I didn't sign you to be life coach. I don't know what.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never gotten arrested. I don't know.
Me neither. I've never been to jail. I don't know what to tell you when it comes to, okay, how do I pay bond?
Right, or like, you sign a new creator that's struggling, she's making, let's say, $500 a month, right? Because there's not that many people that can really grow an account from zero. And we know it because we get offers from other agencies to help grow their accounts from zero.
Yep.
It's like the whole point of this is, hopefully you guys are able to understand that there's always two sides of the story. When a girl comes on, she complains about her agency. I'm sure there's also a perspective from the agency owners with why they acted the way they did. You know what I'm saying? So what ends up happening is you guys end up clashing. You guys end up butting heads instead of coming together to figure out what the problem is and resolve it.
Yeah.
Right? So I think collectively, like for the betterment of not only OnlyFans, but for the experience of the creators, the management, and even the fans, everybody has to work together. Because
would you go as far to say that, like, sometimes with some creators, I'm not saying all because everyone's different, but some creators, it feels like you're competing against your own creator that's signed to your agency for stuff. It's like it's sometimes like you'll be like, hey, can you do these 5 reels today so that we can post them? And then they'll be like, why are the chatters off my account? Right. It's like, bro, it's not tit for tat. we're trying to work on this together. It's not about who did something wrong. I'm not trying to call you out for not posting. I'm trying to ask you to post so that we can make more money. I'm not calling you out. You're not in trouble for not posting. It's just, hey, today, can you actually send those over? I feel like sometimes people get defensive. And it's like, I'm not trying to.
It's a constant getting defensive as a creator or as an agency. And that what breaks the whole structure of this whole partnership, right? Because nobody's working as a team. It's a constant, is my agency doing what they're supposed to do? Is my creator doing what they're supposed to do? And then nobody's really working together to be like, okay, how do we actually grow this account that's literally in the red right now? Everybody's frustrated you can't pay rent, you can't pay your child, whatever, X, Y, and Z. And it's like now everybody's stressed.
It's really interesting because like all of the creators that are collabing and doing this stuff with their agencies, like you will see, you'll see, someone's with an agency if they have skit content going out there, because who else is recording that?
Right.
Maybe a boyfriend, but 9 times out of 10 it's not, because like there are things on camera that like make it go viral, and 9 times out of 10 it's someone who studied the algorithm that knows that.
So
it's like, oh, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, it's like, the people that are like working together with their agencies, like hand in hand. For example, D, your agency, right? Someone that you manage has a content event here. You showed up to the content event. You don't just like get them some shit and then not show up. It's like you want to work with people that like legitimately want to see you win. Like Dark can tell you he has creators that he's been working with for like 3 years, bro, that have trusted him since day one he signed.
Yeah.
That when he met them were making like, it's your story to tell. It's like, bro.
Yeah, it all comes down to, once again, when you work with the right creators who are looking to grow and put their trust in you, and you do the same, you're able to have, client relationships that last longer than, a month, 3 months. Because a lot of agencies, they turn models, damn near every week.
Every day. Yeah.
Because of why? Expectations and just obviously results, plus once again customer service on top of that too. And this situation in particular is not really a customer service issue. It's just straight up, we both trust each other, we see the vision long term, and hence fast forward 3 years later, we're still working together, and she's having at the moment one of her best months. And when I had signed her, literally she was making $600 per month.
I have a question too. So 3 years you can work with her?
3 years.
3 years, right? So you've been working with her for 3 years. So when she started with you, let's say like, where is she now versus like, let's say for example, month 5 or 6? Like where was she?
Right. So this is one of those cases where, it's really slow motion over no motion.
The reason why I asked that is because there are a lot, like everyone thinks OF is fast money. Like you sign up today, you're rich by month 1, And then in Dark's example, it's like he's working with a creator that understood this is a business. I need to build my business. So what does that mean? If the best creators are posting 5 times a day, I'm gonna post 6 times a day because I want to be I need to catch up to them. You can't do what the person at the top does. You can't do what a Jelly Bean does because you're not Jelly Bean. If Jelly Bean's posting 2 times a day, and you can't be like, Jelly Bean only posts 2 times a day. She wasn't 3 years ago, 5 years ago when she started. She's been posting every day, multiple times a day for 5 years.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think that gets misconstrued.
One thing I want to add real quick, and I'm not trying to take you off track, but so there was a venture that you and I were working, right? And the individual that gave me the opportunity to work with him on this venture, I looked at him as a mentor, for a long time. And it's funny because this kind of ties into what we're talking about, but there's nothing fast about it. No, the success, the changes that you see in a management team, everything takes time. When you work with bigger creators, results tend to sometimes take a little bit longer than a smaller. If you are launching a girl,
you're immediately going to make the
quick.
most money you've ever made.
Mhm.
So some shit agency might be in your DMs talking about, so
Exactly.
let's launch your account. And now they're using your results to sign other girls.
Exactly.
And those girls are going to zero.
And
And it's off of your name. They're using your name to say, this person signed me. So can like sign to me also. It's like, bro, you didn't even build this person up. This person's been on TikTok since they were a kid.
Yeah.
For like 10 years building up. And then you come in at the last second and take all the credit for their OF. It's like, well,
yeah, everything takes time.
There's a massive agency that does that shit.
Yeah. So it's like everything takes time. And, when we were working on this venture, the person was under the impression that the results would come way quicker than we anticipated working on it. You know what I'm saying?
Quicker, 1 month.
Exactly. And it's funny because they saw what we were doing. They saw the experience that we had and said, you know what, let me just try to take what they're doing. Oh, you guys said we should do this, and that? Okay, I'm not going to pay you for it this month, but let me do it on my own. So then 2 months goes by, 3 months goes by. Our ideas start popping out. Our marketing.
We see it.
We see it. So it's like, I say this to say, for anybody that's interested in being a creator or being a manager, things take time to manifest. Some of the craziest successes I've ever had honestly took almost 6 months to a year to manifest.
And if you actually think about it, bro, that's not a long time.
No, it's not.
It's a very short amount of time to change your life in 6 months.
But this is the thing. When you have people constantly in the DM saying, oh yeah, I can take you from 50K to 200K in 30 days with my agency. Oh, you should be making $500,000 a month with your engagement. Where is this, like,
where's that number come from? Yeah, like, that's the thing. Exactly, like, they're just pulling numbers out of their ass, and unfortunately, like, the girls are going for it.
They're going for it because
and now you're locked into a contract. You're there, like, some of these girls, bro, and, like, I feel bad, but, like, some of them are locked into, like, 2-year, 3-year contracts, never getting out that shit.
Yeah.
Now you're stuck at some fucking random crib in LA doing fucking chatterbait all your life because you signed a contract when you were fucking just turned 18 same day. Like, it's a very predatory industry, bro. Like, we know what goes on. It's like, there's a lot of stuff we don't talk about because it's like sometimes it's unfortunate that we have to be considered in that same limelight. Like, bro, we get compared to dudes that do the wildest shit, that like literally like illegal shit to their creators, and we get away with it, and we don't.
Yeah.
So we don't do it.
Yeah,
so
it's just like it's a certain thing where it's like, that's why I'm hoping with this venture that we're doing that people understand. In order to be successful in it, you first have to come into it with the right mindset.
It's a business.
Manager, creator, this is an actual viable business that you can make a lot of money from, but you have to know how to operate it. Everybody, when I came into the game, everybody was, oh shit, there's free money. Oh damn, shit, I posted a twerking video and got 500,000 views, and then I see it convert to my OF, and now I have a 5K debt. Those days are over. If you can't know what it takes to be an actual marketer, hence marketer. I'm not talking a little dancer, TikTok trend person. You have to learn the algorithm better than your clients.
Yeah.
So then your clients, it's almost like this. Think about it like this.
It's better than the client. You have to learn it better than anyone you talk
Exactly.
to. Like, that's how you can be better, is by knowing it better. Like,
exactly. Like, think about it like this, right? It's almost like our creator is a canvas. Like when we think about art, our creator is like a canvas, right? So showing people that like we know what we're doing, it's almost like we're giving them the paintbrush. And we're like, listen, do this, and that, da, 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 da. If our creators do it well, it comes out a fucking masterpiece. And everybody's
you hit millions of views every time that it gets done the right way. Every time. It's like no question. It's like,
that takes time and effort. You know, the days where on TikTok you get a video to 100K, you're getting 100K subs the same night. You know, those are over. If you get a video to 100K views nowadays, you'd be lucky if you even get one.
It's not free subs. You're right.
It's not converting.
And not just because the competition nowadays is at an all-time high. You know, OnlyFans last year did over $7 billion in revenue. You know, and there's over 3 million active OnlyFans creators.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's like with that number, you know that there's real competition.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just you versus Becky next door. It's literally you versus Becky all over the world.
It's so much worse. It's like it's really the worst part is that the creators at the top of the creator world are making exponentially more money than the people under it.
The money's starting to flow way up higher on the food chain.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to start from the bottom, you really have to fight your way out of it.
Well, this is the thing, right? And you guys let me know if you agree with this. I feel like that's happening because initially, right, all the top creators came into it being innovators, right? And now with agencies, rather than being innovators, they're commentators. You see what I'm saying? They just, we saw Sophie do this dance. Okay, do that 10 times. And hopefully one of those hits, and then hopefully one of those TikToks or Reels will bring traffic over. You can't do that anymore.
Well, yeah. No, you definitely cannot.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think because we've done it. Like I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't done that. I will look at someone's post and say, wow, okay, that's good. But rather than doing it damn near verbatim,
as I said,
it's like, let me take aspects of it and then make it better. It's almost like a music, like a song, right? A producer can listen to something and be like, damn, that's a hot track, and use it as a sample.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Well, they've also like, exactly.
You feel me? So it's like take certain pieces of it and create your own art. But rather than that, it's like every agency does a half-ass approach of just, okay, this girl's doing this, just go fucking do that.
Or they'll have one creator that popped off from something, and now every creator has to do the same exact thing.
It's crazy.
Trying to put everybody in the same box and then realize, oh wait, this doesn't work for all my creators.
Right.
And that's one thing that I typically like to tell, potential new clients when we're on onboarding calls that, hey, we are going to sit down and have an actual content planning in terms of what we want to do with, your branding and whatnot, because we're not just going to throw you in, the same category as XYZ person that we had success with or that we saw had success and just be like, yeah, she did it worked, so you do it too. No, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
And that's where, you have to actually realize each creator who's a real content creator, not just, a OF chick.
Mm-hmm.
Because we build content creators. We don't build OF chicks.
Yeah, right.
And with that, you have to figure out, okay, what is going to be your identity?
Yeah. And see, that was the other thing that we spoke about the other day in the chat. It's like too many agencies try to be like a one-stop shop. We know one agency that appears to be the monopoly over the, the whole space, but they're not. Because what they do is, let's think about it like this, right? If you want to focus on someone who can give you quality results, quality tends to come from a low amount of, split attention, right? So some of the biggest creators and biggest agencies only have a handful of models. Why? Because they can look at those creators and say, rather than me tell you to do the same things I told 100 other girls to do, I can sit here, see what works for you, and develop your own niche.
Because you actually have the time to do it. Because that's what happens when you work with 5 to 6 people instead of fucking 200.
Yeah, you can't automate this shit. There is no easy way to take a creator and have them pop off. You have to sit there and, like we say, split test. Mm-hmm. It's a fucking experiment. You have to constantly test things until you figure out, okay, this is your niche. Mm-hmm. Okay, when we posted this video of you talking, it seems like they really like that topic. So let's do another one. Oh, okay. This video of you walking down the street, we did 3 of those. This color seems to perform well on you versus the other ones. You know what I'm saying? So there's a science to all of this. Yeah. People will minimize what we do with just, oh yeah, they just deal with hot girls and
because they think it's still the old days, but they don't do anything. They just send their client a trend. There's a reason why I can show you fucking account after account that's hit millions of views. Mm-hmm. The reason why everyone on this couch right now can show you accounts that hit millions of views. Mm-hmm. And you're comparing me to some manager that just got his foot in the game and has you making $10K that you made by accident because he made you fucking suck a dick out the corner of the fucking camera. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Do you think that's gonna work for a long time? I'm not trying to be rude or anything to the people watching, but it's do you really think this is what is gonna make you bread?
That's not. See, this is the thing too, and let me know if you guys agree with this. There's a difference with agency owners between hustlers and actual business owners.
100%.
I feel like what we do, we've made a viable business, right?
That's why you see people come and go. They fucking get a girl, she does fantastic, she quits, and you never hear from her.
Yeah, I know a lot of stories of managers who have gone from 100 to 0 real quick. They had a few creators.
0 to 100 to 0 same month.
Exactly. We've seen it because they have a few creators, whatever. They're doing well. They have a few methods that are working for them. They're having crazy days, doing crazy numbers. They're on top of the world. I'm the best at OFM. Blah blah this that. Nobody can talk to me. And then boom, method crashes. They weren't treating their creators right. So the creator picks up on that, realize, hey, I'm getting screwed over here. X, Y, and Z. They leave. Now agencies back to freaking no creators, and guess what? You're out of OFM because
But this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because that's a really good topic. I feel like what defines a good agency is not their successes, but their losses and how they work through them. Because this is the thing, right? Every business has ebbs and flows. Every business has good months, bad months, good years, bad years. And what keeps them in business is being able to continue to keep going.
You have to have such a sharp skill set to continue to do something after going from 100 to 0, back to 100, or even past 100.
And that's the thing. It's like for agency owners that are watching this, because remember, like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years. I've had ups, I've had crazy downs, I've had, relatively average months. But what keeps me going is knowing that no matter how good or bad I'm doing, I know the end goal is to just continue. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not even about the money anymore. It's like a sport. It's like a game.
No, it's about just life in general.
Yeah, it's like
we just gotta you have to keep getting better to the point where you're so fucking good at this that there won't be any more mistakes. Like that's what a lot of people don't want to realize is that like when D's saying like he's been here for 6 years, he's not talking about 6 years on and off. We're talking about 6 years every single day, showing up, working, being at the computer, and like the thing is, no one can ever say like about us three that like we don't show up every day because we have 3 niggas that actually show up every day and hold each other accountable to show up every day. So I can't be like Dark didn't show. I can't go to someone and say, yeah, I don't know about Dark, bro. He don't be showing up and shit. I can't do it because it's not true. We talk every day on the phone about only this. So it's like
exactly. And I think the thing that a lot of people underestimate is consistency and stability.
Right.
Being able to be in the game for 3 consistent years or 6+ consistent years, not having one single month, where we're not doing, under 6 figures. And also, we're not at 0 creators.
Right.
Always having somebody to work on. It's a skill set in its own. And that's what creating the right systems and having an actual business is all about. Actually being able to stay in business.
Rewind that again because bro said creating systems, not fucking buying your friend's SOP and trying to put a fucking $3 an hour VA on it to run some operation you don't know about, you've never run in your life, never touched, don't know how to fix it through breaks. Like that's what the majority of the industry is. Let me buy your course for $5K and fucking see what I can figure out. There's nothing to figure out.
Exactly.
All the time, bro doesn't even have an agency, doesn't even have a client. It's like,
and that's the other thing too. It's like there's no way to kind of like shortcut this. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy the method. You can't buy something that's going to jumpstart your success and keep you there. Like we know people who have had crazy success from one creator, right? And we all know how it goes.
They leave.
Either they leave, it's your girlfriend, she dips. If you don't have the skill set to replicate those results with someone else, get the fuck out of the business.
Seriously.
You're killing the leads. You're killing the integrity of fucking how people see us. Because then you have agencies that come around and they
trying to put themselves on the same pedestal.
Yeah, it's like
yo, bro, you do OFM too, bro. You don't do OFM.
It's like no, like I don't want to be having a conversation about creators and management with someone who has a girlfriend that got lucky because she's doing a fucking Snapchat vertical. You know what I'm saying? It's like
and claiming that they created it. It's like, bro,
that's what I'm saying. It's like
we've been doing Snapchat vertical for fucking 2 years, but you created it last month when it popped off for your client.
That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Everybody created every method.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, and it's like, and of course, I'm not trying to throw shade at anyone that has done that because it still does take work and effort to get to that point.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like you gotta learn the difference between luck and skill in this business.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of creators that get to that 0.01, 0.02 mark, some of them just get lucky. And the managers just go around saying, yeah, well, I got a little person creator or a midget creator and she made 20 million and I just know all of them better than you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How's that the case?
You gotta, well.
You have a creator that's so unique to the rest of the industry, success is inevitable. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, bro. You have the one outlier that no one else can get.
That's like
if you look up the statistics of like meeting a little person in your life is like
it's
they're
like,
unicorns.
It's like signing a celebrity. Like I signed Cardi B, and then I'm out here. Yeah, I'm the best guy out here because I signed Cardi B.
Yeah,
right.
It's fucking Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Success is just a part.
For example, that's another one.
Exactly. Like it's. It's a situation where, like, I just feel like experience in this business honestly does come from being able to deal with multiple people, right? When you first come into the game, figure out your niche and then dominate.
Yep.
Stop, like, I can't go into your niche. And I have no, like, shame in saying that. I'm the most fucking humble person in the world. If I can't do something, I just will tell you I can't fucking do it.
Exactly.
I don't want to, like, because that's where the whole thing of integrity comes from.
Yeah.
I don't want my name to be associated with me saying I can do things that I can't fucking do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I came into the game, I was desperate to get clients. I was telling people, listen, if I can't make you more money, don't even fucking pay me.
Right, but you didn't promise them $500K.
Yeah, I didn't promise nothing. I literally said, listen, if you don't make any fucking money, there's no risk on your end. Let me take the risk.
Right.
And, you know, it helped me show people, okay, he actually knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like we spoke about a lot of fucking crazy game today, and I'm hoping people are watching this shit and really, like, understanding this is not a simple business.
No,
the level of entry is so low.
Reality.
Yeah, it's like the level of entry is super low.
Yeah.
But the
Entry,
level,
yes.
you know what I'm saying? But the level of skill.
Well, it's like hopping into a Fortnite map. You can go play Fortnite. You can say that you're a gamer, but you're getting clapped every day playing the game. You're not good at what you do. You can't say, oh yeah, bro, I'm an OFM. How many clients do you have?
Yeah.
I was talking to one last week, but she didn't sign, so technically I have none. Bro, you don't do OFM then.
Exactly.
Like, if you don't have a client, you are not doing OnlyFans management.
Mm-hmm.
You need at least one client to say you do this, and even then, it's not really management. You just do this as a side hustle.
Yeah.
You know, people with real systems, employees, you know, actual things going on, and potentially multiple clients as well, makes you part of OFM and actually a manager.
Right, and knowing what you're doing, because it's like, you know, everybody talks about like back end and my back end and my systems are this, and my systems are that. It doesn't like, the system has to be whatever your clients need, they have in front of them every single day to be successful. That's the system, right? Whether it's fucking you have an employee for that, whether you have an automation for that, it doesn't matter. But the key is, if you've been in the game for long enough, in any industry, this is not an OFM specific thing, this is if you've been in any industry for long enough and you fucked up enough, you know exactly what things fuck up because you fucked up so many times.
Yeah. Right.
So in 6 years, you can't tell me you started OFM and everything was perfect from day one. No, the reason why we can sit down and talk about stuff like this is because we fucked up so many times. I can really tell you, don't do dating apps, you know?
Nah, dude.
Oh, but this guru on Telegram told me he's pulling in 30 subs a day from dating apps. I need to do it, bro. Go ahead then.
Yeah, let's actually talk about that.
I mean, shit.
Shiny object syndrome.
Like, the thing
Shiny object syndrome is a good topic.
That's a good topic. Like, the thing that kind of was crazy for me, I remember you guys remember when Bumble was like,
it was fucking printing,
with the
bro.
DA, like, you could get people to come in and you could take like a regular girl, throw her DA fucking traffic and it would pop.
So we all got started.
But when that shit got cooked, dude, I remember in the Telegram groups, people are like, dude, is anybody fucking hiring? Does anyone have any other traffic sources? It got fucked up because people were relying on methods.
It's a method. Nothing's actually growing when you're doing that. You're just making more accounts to get more followers that get clapped. So it's like, nothing's growing. Once all those dating apps that you just created are all fucked off the face of the earth, you are left with nothing. You didn't create anything.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like,
exactly. So one thing that when it comes to creators or even, you know, agency owners, the problem that they face a lot is shiny object syndrome.
Yeah.
Constantly feeling like they need to chase a new shiny thing that may be popping right now. For example, Threads just came out. Oh, what is everybody doing for Threads?
Right.
I need to do Threads. Oh, Snapchat's popping up.
Exactly. But how many people have ever asked you, out in public, how many people have ever asked you, look at your Threads? Why are you building some shit people don't fucking care about for 10 extra subs when you could be building something that people care about?
Yeah. And plus the other thing too, it's like, let me know how you guys feel about this, but even when Threads came out, like, I know some accounts that got crazy traffic from Threads.
Yeah.
So when they cooked that, you saw the numbers go down.
It goes down exponentially.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like you're working on things that are going to get your client mad at you. Like, why are you pushing fucking 100 subs from... Why would you be pushing 100 subs from something that isn't sustainable? Because as soon as that shit is dead, your client's leaving.
It's
you're waking up in fear every day because what you built isn't actually growing. It's just It's just working. But at some point, that method will not work. We've been in this long enough to know that this shit, it won't work. But there's a lot of new people that jump in and they come on Telegram and they're like, oh, this dude's doing dating apps. This is so nice. This is new.
But that's
this dude's doing Snapchat. This dude's doing Reddit. This dude's doing streaming. This dude's doing this. This dude's doing Reddit. This dude's doing Twitter. It's like, pick one.
Bro, it's crazy. And that's why it's like creators will sign to you and they'll be like, oh, are you guys doing promo?
I will tell you, yeah.
Like, all right, first off, like,
the last agency wasn't doing promo either.
I mean,
they weren't buying your shit.
Even if they are, like, if you popped off from World Star promo back in fucking 2023, you were killing it.
Right.
2025, it doesn't convert anymore.
Right.
So why am I paying $5,000 for promo to get 50 fucking fans that want to spend maybe $100? Maybe.
Right.
What the fuck is that?
We know it doesn't work because World Star has reached out multiple times, like dropping the offer each fucking time. So it's like, if it's working, why are you coming to me for fucking what you told me was $5K is now somehow what's your budget?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
It's just like creators need to understand if you want to be successful, just like any other business, right? If you look at it from just a normal product standpoint, what makes a product successful is how often people see it to the point where they just associate you with that product. Like, I'm trying to think, like, for example, we know of a big creator that you worked with that is kind of notorious for the flash trend, right?
Invented it.
What she did was not only create a trend, but be so associated with it that when people see it, they automatically think of her.
Bro, you could look up her name challenge. It will tell you exactly what the trend that you're talking about is.
That's the goal. That's what...
Same with his. Like, you have to be... It's not about chasing trends. It's about chasing the face of the trend.
Yes.
You can't just be in the trend, in the gulag. You need to be the face of what's going on.
Exactly.
That's the important part.
That's
what makes a creator and not a fucking
not a
girl that goes viral once and gets a thousand.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's just...
It's about being consistent with what you're doing at the moment. Once again, going back to shiny object syndrome, don't chase or be on 10 different platforms because you want to get 1 sub here, 1 sub there, 3 subs here. When you can just focus on, what we personally like to do, Instagram, TikTok. We like to keep it simple, keep it to 2 main topics, and then from there we just try to hyperscale.
I would like to preface too, he's correct, but also just because we're saying this doesn't mean just go into IG and TikTok, bro. It's like, you're going to get wiped out. It's very difficult. Like, there's a lot of things that go into a viral video that, like, I'm sure everyone watching this has no fucking clue what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a high level topic. It's like,
in
a viral video, bro, like, think about it. It takes a fucking content creator.
Yeah.
It takes lighting. It takes setting. It takes the creator. It takes, I'm not going to go into everything. I'm not going to say everything.
Outfit,
outfit, fucking...
Yeah, so much.
Like, everything in the video is important, and a lot of people will be like, "Sophie Rain did this trend, copy it." Your client looks something like Sophie Rain, and you're not realizing that Sophie Rain's been doing this for 5 years, so she's the face of a lot of these sounds. You just step in the game, you don't know what's going on. There's shit that's been going on for years. It's like when that the 200 trend, like how much 200. A lot of people saw Jelly Bean do that and didn't understand that was a trend from before. That's why it went so viral. So most people are watching it like, oh, Jelly Bean, like she's such a good creator. How just get so many likes? It's like, we're internet dudes, bro. I've been on the internet for 10 years. Like, Dark's been doing drop shipping, all this other stuff, like selling cakes. Like, all of us have been on the internet for a long time to know, like, the actual internet environment, not just OFM. I can tell you something about the internet and be like, yo, do this trend, and it might go over your head because you don't get it. But when you do it, shit hits, and it hits for fucking 1.4, 1.5 million, and you're like, oh, that was a good video, actually. And it's like, nah, it's a good video because we know how many elements went into this video that, like, the viewers see it, but you don't know because you're not a content creator. You don't obsess yourself with, like, reviewing content and looking at it and seeing what's going on.
And understanding, all the different hooks, different elements of the video that actually made it go viral.
Exactly. You're just thinking, oh, I have blonde hair. She has blonde hair. I can do this.
Right.
But you don't look like her. You're not built like her. Body's not the same.
Location is off. Everything's off.
But that's okay because we can put you in this lane. But most people are just like, Snapchat vertical. Why? Because all you need to do is walk and I need to record. Guess what? The easier the fucking trend, the more saturated it's going to be. And you're going to be cooked in about a month.
Exactly. Same thing with people doing, like, for example, street interviews.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's spamming the street interviews. Oh, do street interviews. No, it makes you as a creator feel, oh, I'm being proactive. You know,
I'm doing what the other girls are doing.
Exactly.
That's the problem. They're just like the other girls. You
Right.
need something to break out. Do you think Jelly Bean copied someone hitting a fucking truck, hitting a GT3 RS with a bat?
Exactly.
No one would even be crazy enough to do that, but she did it, and we don't even talk about how much she makes, but she makes a fucking bag.
Yeah.
It's like you need to create things. Like not it's not called content creators. It's not called content copyer. It's called content creator. You create.
Yeah, exactly. You have to create.
Yeah, that one's not recorded.
These are recorded.
You're fucking lying, bro. What?